In South Africa, President Jacob Zuma is back in the spotlight over leaked documents released by the country's media alleging improper dealings in government contracts. This is a president that has survived calls to resign from within the ruling African National Congress due to disputes over political appointments and his friendship with the Gupta family. Investigative journalists at a non-profit group that has a strong track record of exposing what it says are government corruption scandals released some of the more than 100,000 leaked emails and documents. It says that they prove Gupta-owned companies unduly influenced the awarding of government contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars, including the buildings of locomotives and prepayments for coal deliveries before a deal was signed. A Gupta family spokesperson did not respond to questions by phone and said that he may reply to emailed inquiries from Reuters later. The Gupta family and Zuma have denied wrongdoing when similar allegations had been made in the past. Meanwhile, the South African government is planning to introduce what it says will be strict immigration policy, even in its perceived anti-African. Home Affairs Minister Hilgiwe Mikize said that the government can no longer be lenient when it faces the real challenge of locals' hostility towards immigrants. She also said that South Africa is socially unstable to implement the African Union's 2063 initiative, which calls for free visa travel for Africans on the continent by 2018. She pointed out that border controls need to be improved, as virtually everywhere you find people with no legal documents all over. The talks to weakness in our border ports. Moving up north, Algeria says it'll take in at least 41 Syrian refugees who have been stranded for 6 weeks in the desert on the border between Algeria and Morocco. The United Nations had earlier called both countries to find a solution to their plight. The Algerian Foreign Ministry says it'll accept the refugees as a humanitarian gesture to mark the month of Ramadan. Among the refugees are children and a pregnant woman. And now to one of the biggest things happening in Africa now, the Africa Hair Day. Can you believe it? It's an event to celebrate the African hair. The event is being put together by a non-governmental organization which says it works on ensuring the mental and social well-being of members of the society. Convener of the Hair Summit, Ifoma Ewezo, will join us later on the program to talk about this. Okay, so we have her now. Glad to have you on the program.
Great to be here.
Oh, certainly. So tell us, what's the event all about?
Well, it's called the African Hair Summit.
Okay, go on.
And it's a platform we created to sensitize people about the toxic chemicals in hair and beauty products, to promote the beauty in the African natural hair, and to encourage local manufacture of organic products.
Who's attending this summit?
Everybody. We have stylists, we have the government, we have Ministry of Health, Ministry of Trade and Investments, representatives from National Export Promotion Council, we have foreign guests, everybody. We have people from Ghana, different African countries on the platform as well.
For people who are coming, what can they expect to see at the summit?
Well, you're going to learn a lot about your hair, and basically there's a lot of toxic chemicals in hair and beauty products that are affecting a lot of Nigerians and Africans that have been linked to fibroids in African women, cancer, respiratory disorders, infertility, hair loss. All these health issues have been linked to our black hair and beauty industry. So we're trying to use our platform to push for the manufacture of organic products in our local markets, and we're trying to put Nigerians at the forefront of this growing natural hair industry.
How long has this summit been going on? Is it the first time, and what's the future for the summit?
This is actually the second edition of the summit. The first was last year in June, and this is the second one we're having, and it's been very successful. We've had a lot of people come to the platform, and they have learned the new business in the hair industry. We're giving out certificates. We're empowering people, encouraging them to bring the natural hair. Tomorrow, we're having the business day of the summit at Sheraton Hotel by 9 a.m. in the morning. And people who come to basically learn about the opportunities in the hair industry. A lot of people are embracing natural hair, and because there's a growing demand for natural hair products. So we're using our platform to open up this possibility for tons of Nigerians, Africans in general.
Well, I've noticed myself the trend now in Nigeria, and with a lot of Africans, is going natural. Myself, if you can see me, I'm on dreads. My hair is all natural. I just started one day. It's about a year now. So I know, what's the future for going natural for a lot of men and women as well? Some men too grow their hair long, but for the women folk, what's the future? Do you think that one day they'll just say, I'm tired, and go back to the chemicals, or is it here to stay?
I think this is coming to stay now, because we're doing this with a lot of information. We have a lot of medical experts on our platform. We have doctors, we have psychologists, we have dermatologists, and they're also talking about the health benefits of going natural. So this is not something that will change, especially if you love yourself and you want to improve your well-being. You'll definitely find reasons to embrace your natural hair.
All right, thank you so much for your time on the program.